Yeah.
Yeah, JC been waiting for this, so let's get it, y'all. Come on.
Scroll down.
Yep, new music, new intro, and the same old Broad Street. So welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 81 of the show. Welcome to the draft edition of the Birds of Broad Street. I'm your boy, Mizzy Miss, Kukak on YouTube representing the Birds. We got a big show today. Get ready for it. We got my guy JC Sports Talk in the building. What up, JC?
What's up, man? Hey, look, I'm ready. Hey, I'm about to bring that smoke. I don't care who it is. Come talk sideways if you want. I got you.
We got King DV in the.
I can already tell that Rock and Simone is about to go down.
We'll get to you in a minute. Let me introduce everybody. We got King DV in the building. What up, King?
I'm just happy to be here, man. I got my water. We good to go, bro.
Yeah. My MK Mitch, my Cool Cat Mitch brother, MK Mitch Kowalski up here for a while. What up, Mitch?
What up, guys? Thank you for having me on. And King DV, I'm right there with you, bro. Right there with you.
Yep. And now for my co-host, the Princess of Broad Street, the hardest working woman in America. Yeah, I said it. A-Town to Philly, Simone with the spin. What's up, sis?
What's up? How y'all feeling? Welcome to our guest. Got my water too, the custom down Eagles edition. I'm coming.
Yeah, we got my brother, one Trigger Trey Rock in the building. What up, Trigger?
Yeah, I got my water too. It's a little brown though. So let's get it.
And the man that's at work right now, the hardest working man in America, BG31. I said BG31.
What up, guys? How we doing? Let's get it.
Okay, there's that. So we're previewing the draft. So JC, start us off. You got a lot to get off your chest, so start us off.
Well, I actually don't, man. Look, I'm just here to have fun, man. Just talk some realistic with some, some great Eagles content creator, man. Look, the next big step is the draft. Because we know that Howie is going to do Howie things, and I can't wait to see what he has in store. The Eagles do not have a fourth, don't have a fifth. Boy, just sit back and watch the fireworks happen when the draft about to start, because I really don't think that Howie is going to sit on his on his hand and not have a fourth or a fifth. So I'm anticipating some moves, some trades, but what is it going to be? I don't know. So that's why I can't wait for the draft.
Yeah. Go ahead, King DV.
I really don't know how he's going to do at this point. we made so many moves to the point where you're like, oh, he don't have to worry about this and he don't have to worry about that. So now I don't know what he's thinking right now. Like we can sit up there as content creators and say, yo, we think he should go this route or he should go this route. But at the end of the day, how he's going to do what's best for the team, and then we just got to follow his lead. We're going to probably say, like the Cam Jurgens second round last season, but we understand why he did it now. So, we just got to, trust in Howie.
Yep. Mitch?
It's a lot of different ways how we can take this. A lot of different ways. Bijan Robinson at 10, I doubt it. But
we'll get to that part.
I'm excited. I'm just excited for it.
Yep. Moan?
Again, it could go so many ways, but I really feel like what we know of Howie is trenches, trenches, trenches. So if I had to guess, if I had to take a gamble, I feel like we're going to be going in the trenches again this year, hopefully on the defensive side. Like I was saying, I know we need some offensive depth next season, but we need defensive line depth this season. So that should be the focus of this draft, building in the defensive trenches, because that's an immediate need. We'll get to the line when we get to it on the offensive side.
Yep. Trey?
I'm with Mo. I'm always with going with the trenches. That's the safest pick every time, man, because you always gonna find some talent there. You're always gonna find somebody that's a sleeper. I mean, somebody that fits your defense good, or you just gonna find a dude that nobody really was high on and they blow up, because it's kind of easier on the defensive line. I mean, I feel like that's one of the easier positions in the NFL to really get off, but I feel like that how we thinking the same way. We go trenches and then we address everything else after that first pick. So, I mean, I'm with Mo. I'm heavy on the trenches.
Yep. BG?
And Howie we trust. And everybody know number 10 going to Bijan Robinson. That is the one spot.
Here you go.
He is the number one guy we need.
I was waiting for that.
Defensive line, offensive line. We can still get a defensive lineman in the first round with the 30th pick. This guy is a game changer. This guy will make our offense even more dangerous than it's ever been. And he definitely should be Howie's number one target.
All right.
Running back.
So who wants to start the Bijan Robinson debate on why that's a bad idea?
New week, same bullshit from Bird Gang.
It's not bougie. It's the facts, okay, girl? It's the facts. Listen, just break it down. You really do need a lead back. Like, Miles Sanders is something special. We all love Miles Sanders. It sucks that he's left. But you need to go the next 5 years without paying that big money to a running back, and he will be a lead back from game one. We will be using him a lot from game one. You can get a lot of these other players. You get a cornerback, you're not starting him this year. You get a defensive tackle, you're not starting him this year.
You're not starting a defensive tackle.
No, you wouldn't start a defensive tackle if you got him in the first round this year.
But do you realize this rotation?
Heavy rotation, though.
If you're not starting, it's a heavy rotation.
Exactly. We need immediate impact. Bijan will start week 1 and be a boss from week 1 to week 17. No doubts about it. And you got to take the pressure off Jalen. We do not need no mid running back. We don't need no mid running back where they can lock in on our receivers, lock in on Jalen Hurts whenever he's running the ball, and put him in more harm's way. Go get an elite back that can do it all. He can pass block, he can catch, and he can run out of the backfield, take it to the distance anytime he got the ball in his hands. So Bijan's the guy.
Brock, go ahead. Then we'll add King DV and JC in this.
All right, so in the past, 5 years? Name one Super Bowl team that had an elite back on their team. Name one of them. One. You can't, because none of them did. So that's not really a big
name elite back?
Name an elite back that won the Super Bowl.
That win the Super Bowl, no. But
Trey Rock love the trivia, boy.
There's been a lot of elite backs. Najee Harris.
I've been saying though, like
he's drafted making plays. There's been a lot of good backs drafted that are there.
I said name one that won the Super Bowl in the last 5 years.
Backs don't win the Super Bowl. What are you talking about? A team win a Super Bowl, Trey.
No,
Listen,
I'm
even
saying
more
name.
for you guys, since you guys do this, go back to last year. Who was the biggest impact? Was it Jordan Davis in the first round, or was it when we traded that first
Or
round pick
was
for
it your
Devontae?
superstar? Was it your
AJ Brown.
superstar Miles?
AJ Brown.
Was
AJ
it your
Brown, the
superstar?
offensive player, was the biggest guy that made the biggest difference on our team. It wasn't Jordan Davis, the defensive player. So
Do you
just
realize?
Like this year,
Do you realize
what I'm saying is, what I'm saying
hold on.
it's elite backs in the NFL. It's elite backs in the NFL. I can name 5 of them on hand, and none of them won a Super Bowl. That doesn't matter. That really doesn't matter. You win
All right,
Super
here
Bowls
we'll
with
do.
elite
Trey
quarterback
rank
play
them, and
and
then we'll go to
defense.
JC. Rank them, Trey.
You win
Rank them.
Super Bowls with elite quarterbacks and defense.
There's never usually a team that's
Trey, who's the top 5?
Come on, that's not
Trey, who's
realistic.
the top 5?
Huh?
The top 5 running backs that you just said. Go ahead and name them.
My top 5: Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook.
Chubb.
Damn.
Chubb,
Nick Chubb,
Jonathan Taylor.
Saquon Barkley. That's my top 5 right there. None of them dudes even sniffed the Super Bowl. None of them.
That's the team.
You won Super Bowls with great quarterback play and defense.
Most of those were picked in the first
All right, let's get JC in this.
With that,
Let's get
they've been in the
JC in
league
this.
for like all of them in the league like at least 5
JC,
years.
get in this. JC, come
He
on.
was trash.
Look. All I
They've been
hear
in the
all
league
season.
for like at least 5 years.
Look, all I heard all season long that anybody could run behind this Eagles offensive line. Anybody.
Right.
Yo, you know I'm a big Miles Sanders fan. I kept on telling y'all, look, hey, don't take Miles Sanders for granted, whatever it is. But how the hell, we had so much faith in Gainwell, right? We let Miles Sanders walk to waste a top 10 pick on a running back? What the hell is that? That makes no sense to me.
It's smart business.
It's dumb business.
You only have to pay this guy. You can go 5 years on a rookie
The
contract.
Philadelphia Eagles are a running back by committee. You are wasting a top 10 pick for a part-time player. That's what you're telling me right now.
Who's going to be a part-time player?
What the hell you mean? Gainwell is there.
Look,
Burger.
maybe go out
we
on
had a
third
star
down
in
with
here
Gainwell
and Miles Sanders. We had a star in Miles Sanders. What were we all saying? Miles need more touches. Miles need more touches. Miles needs more touches. What makes you think it's going to be different? What makes you think they can be feeding Bijan enough to make him worth a top 10 pick? At the end of the day, we are still a running back by committee.
Yeah.
What we're going to get out of Bijan in this running back room is not going to be worth spending a 10th round pick on.
You guys are
We're going to get the same production Miles gave us.
For one, Bijan's way better of a prospect than Miles ever was. He's probably going to start
All
out.
right, we're going to get the same production. So he's going to come here and run for 2,000 yards, BG?
For 2, you see what happened when you gave Miles the ball last year. He had almost 1,300 yards, so we did give him the ball. And you seen him produce at a high level. Without his production, we wouldn't have such a good offense last year.
Yeah, but Bergame, look,
no one could run like
Bergame, though.
Go ahead, JC. And then we got to hear from King.
It's not about the talent. It's about the offense we run. So regardless who the player is, we're going to run the same offense. The last time we had a lead back was with Sean McCoy when he won the Russian title. Besides that, it's always been running back by committee, regardless of how good we are. That's the
even when we won the Super Bowl.
Last year, it was mostly Booby.
Get the hell out of here.
What?
Gainwell carries.
They get in. They're going to sprinkle them in just like they'll sprinkle them in with B. Johnson, man.
Gainwell had almost 300 carries.
Huh?
Our quarterback carried the ball down there more than our running back.
Exactly.
But you guys are missing the whole point.
We're
Having
not.
the guys like Miles Sanders was an elite back. You won't be able to have the same offense next year with Penny or Gainwell.
Let me ask you this.
Running the ball. No one's going to game plan for those guys like that.
Let me ask you
So
this.
our offense going to suffer because Miles Sanders not there.
Game out.
So our offense going to suffer because Miles not there?
Yes.
That's what you
If
said?
we don't get a Bijan Robinson, yes, facts.
Oh, no. Ooh, go ahead, King DV. I'll let y'all respond to that. Go ahead, King DV.
Bro, what? Like, yo, anybody can run past behind this line, bro.
That's fake.
Like anybody. That's facts, bro.
We've seen it so many times. When Miles went down,
What?
they didn't run like Miles behind his line. What are you talking about? But
Why did Miles? Hold on, wait. Let me
90
ask you a question.
yards.
I'm gonna ask you a very
All
important.
right, go ahead.
I just want to ask you a very important question, BG. Why did Miles run like Miles this year?
What?
Why did Miles run like he did this year?
Jalen, and we have more weapons on the outside. Jalen took the next step.
So it wasn't Miles.
It was Miles too.
What?
He made the
All right.
runs. What are you talking about?
What
are you talking about?
So listen, hear me out.
But I'm saying without that,
The running backs that we got right now, even if we don't get
plan for Miles, yes or no?
No.
Was he good enough last year where he got to get? They had a game plan for Miles.
No, they game plan because they had to worry about all 11 players. They had to worry about Jalen Hurts too.
From Miles to run.
No,
Sanders.
it wasn't just him.
Bowl, so you said this Pro Bowl running back wasn't getting game plan for all season long.
He was a Pro Bowl.
How you game planning for
Nick,
Miles?
you got anything to say about this before you get ready to go? Because we're all about to start.
Yeah. So I just got one question. When was the last time the Eagles drafted a running back in the first round?
Never. Since 1986.
Never.
1986.
Yeah,
I think the odds were going to be like almost 30 years later.
Might as well say never if y'all talking about 86.
Exactly.
Damn, bro.
I'm just saying, like, it's not going to happen.
My thing is, y'all. First of all, when you look at this team going into next season, what's our biggest need right now?
Running back.
D tackle.
You are absolutely
Defense.
lying if you say running back.
We have started
D tackle.
Linebackers.
What stars do we have on defensive line?
So I'm gonna get
I'll say safety.
In other words, for me, I'm gonna answer Simone's question. For me, it's the whole damn defense. It's the whole damn defense.
Pretty much.
Wow.
It's the whole damn defense.
But we still need just defense. Come on now, guys.
Okay,
So y'all gonna say the whole defense.
The defense that couldn't stop Patrick Mahomes. When your quarterback stopped, tied the game. When your quarterback, who played better than Patrick Mahomes, tied the game. You needed one freaking stop. One. Don't make me go up there. One freaking stop. 5 minutes on the clock. I needed one stop. Where was Slay? Where was Bradbury? Where was Fletcher Cox? Brandon Graham? Where was any of them? Where was they? APP. I couldn't find them. I needed one stop. One.
And all those guys you just named are back again.
Lord.
Okay. First of all, we can all agree the defense starts in the trenches. The reason why we was 5 last season was that defensive line. We broke records on the defensive line. We had a rotation. Yep. We lost a big piece of Paul Hargrave. We shouldn't even be looking at the offense until after the 3rd round, in my opinion. The first 3 picks need to be on defense. If we down by 20 points, we can't run Bijan Robinson. We're going to have to pass.
But why do you think
if our defense is as leaky as a faucet, a running back ain't going to be worth shit.
Why would you think that? That doesn't make no sense. Why would you think all of a sudden because we didn't get the defense attack, our defense is going to be trash? Our defense is good right now. Right now. That's why you think they re-signed. Why do you think they re-signed Bradbury? Why do you think they brought back Slade? Why do you think they got Fletcher Cox?
Because they couldn't afford to lose them, BG. They couldn't afford to lose them, BG.
What do you mean they couldn't afford it? They couldn't afford to lose them because they wanted to bring back the stars of our
football
team.
BG, please, bro. Can I talk?
Go ahead, BG. Yeah, go ahead, King.
Listen. Howie said, basically, look, the number one.
And he just said it today that he wasn't going to keep everybody. He just said it earlier today.
He wasn't going to keep everybody, but his number one prospect was C.J. Gardner-Johnson. C.J. Gardner-Johnson basically turned down the offer. They couldn't sit there and wait. So they had to go back to what they knew. What they knew was these corners. You know, that's what happens. Even C.J. said that it made his job a lot easier. Edmonds came in his interview and said, yo, my job is going to be easy working with these dudes. So why not bring those guys back?
What are you talking about?
I'm going to just ask you a question.
Why not bring them back? What do you mean, why not bring? I'm saying you got to I'm saying we spent a lot of money on defense already. That's what we're doing. That's what he came out and said he upgraded defense. That's what
but why was our defense? Why was our defense? Why was our defense top 3, even top 2? Why was it? Because of the rotation. Why not add to that?
I'm not saying not to. Why you act like you got a guy at 30 or you
not
move up to
added.
20-something, you're not
agree
going to
with
get a
you.
baller? What did we all say? The defensive line
Bro,
position is deep.
BG, you know,
3 rounds deep, meaning you can get one in the
it
first.
don't matter how
No,
you
no,
You
put
no,
it,
no, no,
BG.
no,
BG.
BG. BG, one thing you're not gonna do is twist some words. I said this to you last time when you tried to pull that. We never said it was deep 3 rounds. I said it was heavy and throughout the first round. You tried
First round heavy.
And second round. What are you talking about?
The first round.
Okay, even saying first round, we got 2 picks in the first, guys. So you can go get Bijan, then you go get your defensive tackle, wherever you want, in the second part of that.
Will Jalen Carter be there at 30? Will Christian Olave be there at 30? Will Devin Witherspoon be there at 30? Go ahead, Trey.
Hold on. BG is relying on, and this came out his mouth, Marlon Talopu, whoever that is. I know who he is, but whoever that is, he's nobody in the NFL. Jordan Davis can't stay on the field for more than 50, 60 plays, and an old Fletcher Cox. How is we deep on the defensive line, BJ? How? Where the stars? Where are the stars you keep talking about?
Don't ever disrespect Marlon like that. Marlon is
so Marlon's a dog, but Kenny Gainwell not. When we got more production than Kenny than we got from Marlon T. You can't even pronounce his name.
Torlopo?
Bro.
No, that's not it.
He trash, bro. He trash. Look,
my thing is this.
He trash. I don't care if you came from U.S.C. He trash.
Look, they got him on the depth chart right now ahead of Jordan Davis.
Listen, guys, you guys are missing
Talopu?
point. You don't think that he's going to bring back either Limbaugh, Joseph, Sue, or one of those other guys that are going to be like...
No, Limbaugh need to come back. I don't know about Sue, but Limbaugh need to come back.
You know? You don't think that he's how he knows that there's deep... You can get a defensive tackle to do their job. You know what I'm saying?
Do you realize what we lost in Javon Hargrave?
He might not even make
your phone ringing, man. Pick it up.
Go answer your phone.
Look, the Philadelphia Eagles was a top 3 offense, man. So we all agree that offense is not the problem. All right. So regardless of how you try to slice it and dice it, the Philadelphia Eagles were the top 3 offense with the Miles Sanders, with the Jalen Hurts, with the offense we have right now. So I don't agree with drafting a running back in top 10, but if we trade down, get some more picks, 4th and 5th round, maybe a first next year, and he falls to us, let's just say at 17, okay, get him at 17, but I'm not trying to reach for a top 10. Because I feel like with the picks that we're going to move down, we will be able to load up on the defense. So that's why I'm saying that. You know what I mean? So if he falls to you, but don't try to reach for it because we don't really need him right now. But if he falls to 17, we got more picks. Hey, load up on the defense. 2nd round, matter of fact, the 30th pick, the 2nd round, 3rd round. I don't care what you do. But offense wasn't the issue. So I don't get why we're trying to add more firepower to an offense that's already explosive. Defense was the problem. Maybe it was Jonathan Gannon play scheme. I don't know, but we need to start thinking about getting younger on the defensive side. Fletcher Cox. Yo, I'm shocked he came back. You know what I mean? Hey, Brandon Graham. Yo, why am I hearing echo? What the?
Yeah, it's great.
I did hear you echoing.
I don't hear that.
So, I mean, those guys will not be back next year. Guess what? We still need to load up on the defensive line. And right now, that little birdie is whispering in my ears that Jalen Carter is skipping, bad workout, overweight, whatever it is. So imagine.
So you would take a bad workout. See, it wasn't the situation that he had legally that had me like hesitating with Jalen Carter, but him coming in overweight and looking sketchy, who's to say he gonna snap back into form is all I'm saying. Because
look, the team he going to, like Jordan Davis, what did we hear? He can't stay on the field, like he never played all 4 downs, whatever it was.
For sure, right? Jalen Carter was a lean, mean dog. Now he's a little puffy, little
That's all right.
little slower bending.
A training camp will get him back in shape. I don't care about that. That is a generational talent right there.
You are assuming
how lazy his workout is.
JC, you're assuming he's right in the head. He's got a lot going on mentally. Who's to even say he's gonna be snapped back right? He was literally at the scene of a crime where a teammate died months ago. Who's to even say he's gonna be right mentally and be prepared to play football?
If he's on the board at 10, you passing on him, right?
I don't know.
No. It's a simple yes or no question. I don't know. I can't predict if he nothing. If he's on the board at 10, are you passing on him and try to go for somebody else? It's a simple question.
I'm taking him.
I'm taking Bijan.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay. I want to know why Bijan. Okay, I want to know. I want to know right now why Bijan. I want to hear from Berkey for anyone. Don't interrupt. I want to know why Bijan. Why?
I told you guys.
He don't even know why.
Pro Bowl running back. We cannot replace him with something that's worse than what Miles Sanders is.
That makes no sense.
You can't pay a running back that kind of money right now, especially with Jalen about to get the bag. All those other spots you're talking about, safety, I think Emmons going to be fine. I think Blankenship earned some time. You know what I'm saying? I think Kayvon played better at the end of last year. When you got three dominating cornerbacks, that safety spot's not that important. Linebackers, we got N'Kobe Dean. We got to see what he can do. That Marlowe guy, he's on the uprise right now. Let's see what he can do. I'm not saying you can't draft the linebacker, but you can get a good linebacker in the second round. You know, for DT, the only thing that you can talk about, that's the only position that we would use right now. You can't get a cornerback in the first because we're not going to use them this year unless somebody gets hurt and goes down. So why even waste the first round on a guy that's going to redshirt? We are in window mode to win a Super Bowl right now. Why not make your elite offense even more elite by getting a game changer?
Because offense don't win
championships. I understand what you're saying, though.
Okay. Wait. I got this right. I got this. So, okay, BG. So, right, let's say we do get Bijan Robinson. We focus on the defense on the second round, on our first round pick and our other deep picks. Okay, I got you. Okay. So let's say we face Patrick Mahomes week 1. Do you trust that defense against the best quarterback in the league?
He's gonna say yes. He gonna say yes.
Why? We still got the best cornerback in the league. So yes. Why would
the same one that got beat in the Super Bowl, by the way?
That's a bad game. We had one of the most historical defenses last year. Just because they had a bad game because the field was
Do you
bad,
realize that historical defense is not coming back?
Those guys were trash. They're still good. Just had a bad game.
Do you realize that historical defense included Javon, Hargrave?
One player that you're saying, wow.
You're talking about one player in Miles leaving. What's the difference? You're talking about one player who we lost in Miles. If Javon Hargrave is one player, then Miles Sanders is one player.
That defensive line spot.
And we saw Gainwell go off in the playoffs.
Jordan Davis was coddled last year. He could have played a lot more, but they didn't want to. Why hurt him? Why rush him when you don't need to? We had Sue, Limbaugh, you know, all these guys. You didn't have to play.
Sue and Limbaugh is going to replace Javon Hargrave.
He's going to be in shape, ready to go, and he's going to replace. I think Jordan Davis would be better than Fletcher Cox ever was.
Jordan Davis wasn't even playing that much before Sue and them came, bro.
Exactly.
Jordan Davis wasn't playing that much before Sue and them came. I hope you know that. Dude wasn't even on the field then.
He was on all rundowns. Yes, he was. He was getting double team on rundowns.
Bro.
That's his
he was on short yardage downs. That's what they had him playing. And he was coming in as a nose guard.
Look at the way our players been jumping from year 1 to 2. You don't think he's going to make a big jump this year? You don't?
No. Did Quez make a big jump? Did Kavon make a big jump? No. Did Rager make a big jump?
You're talking about before our coaches had those players on our team before our coaches.
The worst part is he's gonna have to make a big jump. He's gonna have to make a big jump because he's gonna be relied on to play more.
That's why you use the first round pick for him in the first place.
That's why we're gonna get a Jalen Carter. That's why we're gonna get a Kalijah Kancey.
You knew he was gonna be a beast, right? You guys are fine with just like letting them play 30% of the downs, and we just wasted a first round pick on them last year. No, I'm not fine with that. I think it's time for him to earn.
I'm not fine with that. I'm fine. This is what I'm fine with.
Are you Bijan paying you? Are you a part of his camp or something?
I don't know what's going on right now because Bijan is not all that.
It's talent level. Okay, Bijan's like a 12 out of 10. All the rest of those players like 10 out of 10, 5 out of 10. You know, all in there. Bijan is the cream of the crop.
What's Bijan Robinson's weakness?
Coming out into the draft, the highest prospects is Saquon
how many Bijans we seen coming to the league?
Right,
a lot of them. We've seen a lot of Bijans coming to the league.
They only said they've seen one before.
Okay.
He's still a beast.
So let's say we do again. Let's say you do realize also BG, and you're my guy. You know that. Jalen freaking Hurts. You're my guy. But you do realize that running backs don't barely get a second contract.
Who cares? 5 years, man.
None of them, bro.
Our window will be over by then. 5 years from now, probably.
Bro, he in the
Our
first
window
round.
will
We
be
not
over
giving him no
if we don't
5-year
replace
contract. You know that,
Javon
right?
Hargrave.
Year rookie contract.
Saquon Barkley didn't get his contract yet.
Rookie contract. Rookie
The,
contracts is not all 5
Derrick
years. You know
Henry's
that, right?
potentially getting traded.
4 with a 5-year option for first rounders. Yes,
But you got to pick that
That's
option
5
up,
years.
though,
You
right?
don't have to.
You got to pick that. So it's really a 4-year contract. It's really
Even
a
4
4-year
years from
contract.
now. What are you tripping about? Our team's not gonna be the same. Half the
I'm
players on the
saying
team
though,
won't even be here
that's
4
what I'm
years.
saying. He gonna come in, right? He gonna come in. He gonna give you Miles Sanders production. That's
No.
what he gonna do.
No.
1,300 yards.
How?
I mean,
Cole
and
here.
he's still
Look
gonna
what
be in the
look at the
committee,
Dallas
and you still
Cowboys
gonna
did
have to
to
pay this
Chiefs.
dude when his contract
Look
up.
what they did to Chiefs.
And we're not paying him. We're gonna do the same thing we did to him, Miles Sanders to him.
By
Let him
then,
walk.
though, who cares? We probably won a Super Bowl by then, Trey.
You gotta
Why you worried
understand who
5
our
years from
general
now? I'm worried about
manager
next
is.
year winning the Super Bowl next year. The best way to win a Super Bowl next year is go get an elite running back.
The
to add
best
your
way
squad.
to win a Super Bowl is not to give up 35 points.
Yep.
Y'all still talking about one game.
Preach,
Though.
Lamar.
I don't know how y'all get
Preach.
stuck off one game. I know it was a Super Bowl, whatnot. But you gotta look at what did they do all year long. We dominate all year long. Just because they had one bad game don't mean nothing. And we only really lost hard.
It means everything, bro. We ain't come
We've
up with
had
that title.
other bad games that we ended up
Even
winning.
came out
Just
saying
because
he
we
dropped the
win a
ball
game
coaching.
don't mean it wasn't a bad game.
Hey, the Patriots was 18-1.
Right.
They had one bad game in the Super Bowl. That's what it matters. Yo, we seen the Giants limp into the playoffs at 7-9, win the Super Bowl. So one bad game is all you need. The thing is this: you have to
To
be
not win
realistic.
it all, yes.
No,
That doesn't change the
BG,
out. I
you
still
have
think
to
we're
be
gonna have.
realistic.
Okay, let me ask you guys this.
No, don't
Right
ask me no
now,
questions.
do you
But
guys
look,
Okay,
think-
let's listen to this. Let's
do you
listen to
guys
this.
think right now
I
that
don't
we're
want
a
no
top
hater
10
questions
team?
because you stuck on Bijan. But the
No,
thing is,
I want to hear this. I want to hear this. Go ahead, BG. What is it?
I'm saying I want to ask all y'all
Bijan,
questions
BG.
right now. Where do you guys rank the Eagles? Because you guys are so worried about this defense. Where do you rank us in the NFC and the NFL overall team right now?
What does that do with
Where you guys
Bijan?
sit? Because if it's anywhere in the top 3,
We gotta figure out what this got to do with drafting Bijan.
Yo.
Because my answer is going to reinforce the reason why we need to add some defense. Do you see
What's
these
your answer?
offenses we playing
What's your
next
answer?
season? None of them are coming to play with us.
Yeah, we
None
gotta.
of them
Hold
are
on.
Jared Jones. None of them are Ryan Tannehill.
Where?
None of them
Oh,
are that dude who plays for Pittsburgh. It ain't no scrubs. And you
Pickens.
saw last season when we played Aaron Rodgers, a real quarterback, how we squeaked out that game. You saw how when we played Patrick Mahomes, how we tried to squeak out. It ain't
How
no
even
scrubs
Kyler
on
Murray,
the-
too.
It ain't no scrubs on this schedule. The only way we're gonna win and come
At
out
all.
these games is defense.
and we're gonna need to score more points.
No.
So you wanna be
Do
in
you
shootouts every
realize?
week?
No.
You talking about?
That's how you lose to a guy like Patrick Mahomes.
Do you
don't score
realize?
enough
Do
points.
you
No.
realize?
At the end of the day, when you got two
Do
elite
you
teams,
realize this offense from last season was built off the defense? Do you realize all the quick 3 and outs this defense putting the ball right back in Jalen's hand, putting the ball right back in Miles' hands?
Right.
Miles Sanders'
Phil,
I'm
hands.
saying
All the
because
opportunities we had because of the defense.
it's just because we replaced what's his name? What's Javon Hargrave with Jordan Davis doesn't mean the defense gonna give up anything.
Miles
Like
Sanders
you guys act like we replacing the guy that was right behind
here's
him.
our
Y'all
opponent.
worry, like, all of a sudden
Here's
now
our
we're gonna
opponent,
score
BG.
25 points every
BG,
game.
look at our opponents. BG, look at our opponents. You
I'm
think
looking at
BG?
him.
Do you
Brock
think by
Purdy. Who's Washington's quarterback? Daniel Jones, Dak Prescott. You got Josh Allen, Tua, and that's if Tua can stay healthy. And then what? Stafford, and he just played horribly. But who else are you scared of on this schedule? I see a 14-3 record without even thinking about it.
Oh, BG funny, man.
Yo, we gotta move on because
KC, San Fran, and Buffalo, if you want to say the hard teams to lose to. That'd be your 3 losses. The rest of those guys are bums.
You
okay?
guys see, you're not even peeping what's going on in the NFL though.
He
You
really
see
not,
the Jets
bro.
got
Aaron
way better.
Rodgers is
A lot
going
of
on
teams
to
got
the
way
Jets.
better.
I'm not saying
A
teams
lot
ain't
of
got
teams
better.
got way better.
I think we got better. Jalen Hurts going into the same system again is better.
We got better.
It's not the same
You sure
system.
about that?
It is. It's still Nick
No, it's
Sirianni's
not.
system.
Like Javon
It's
Hargrave
still
didn't
Nick Sirianni's
exist.
system. I promise you, it's still gonna look the same.
It ain't gonna look
Javon
the same.
Hargrave just went to
It
San
ain't gonna look the
Francisco.
same when we giving up these long drives and your boy Bijan can't get on the field. And when he get on the field, we down by 15 and we don't got time to run the ball and run Bijan. We got to pass.
He's
No,
name one pass
that's
rusher
Gibbs,
in
bro.
that interior.
That's not him, bro.
I watched
Name one of
plenty
them.
of Bijan catching the ball highlights.
All right.
Name one pass rusher in that interior defensive line that you trust. Fletch old. Jordan Davis is not a pass rusher.
Sweat. I think Reddick's going to be
interior, like right up the middle, because that's where we was getting gashed at all last year until Sue and Limbaugh came.
DT still, he's athletic enough too. I just think that was his rookie
not
year.
No pass rusher though. He never been that. He never going to be that. He's not no pass rusher.
Might not haven't done it yet, but I think he can.
All right.
That's how I know he's not a pass rusher, right? We almost hit historical records last year in the second of quarterback. Jordan Davis, they had not one of them. Not one of them. So that's how I know he's not a pass rusher. He's just a big dude that's going to stand in the middle and block stuff up.
Play that much. What does that matter?
He a space eater.
Oh, he's not no pass rusher. He's never been that. He's never going to be that. I know
everything that we projected he was going to be. All that was just all BS because he didn't play that much last year. So we might as well just give up hope on Jordan Davis being a superstar. I'm not. He's going to ball out this year. He's going to get sacks.
I'm not saying he can't be a superstar. I'm saying he's not no pass rusher. He's not. He's not. Even at Georgia.
I'm not saying, BG, that Jordan Davis is a superstar. I'm not. We're not saying that. We're not saying that. Not Mo, not JC, not King DV, not Trigger. None of us on the chat is saying Jordan Davis is a bad player. What I'm saying is, and I think all of us saying, and I think mostly Philly 500 is saying, salute to Philly 500, is simply this.
Yeah, 500 know what time it is. Number 5.
It's Jalen Carter.
Hold on. Here's what we're trying to say, BG. Here's what we're trying to say about Jordan Davis. When he came to the Super Bowl and I needed one stop, where was he?
You keep talking about the Super Bowl game, man. They had a bad game.
That was the last game played.
What are you talking about? That
was the last game played.
Good football players.
Bro. What we played a game for, though? The Super Bowl, right?
Y'all like, I'm happy that we lost the damn Super Bowl. I'm just saying, just because we lost.
That's how you see.
How many other teams against us last year? That's what I'm saying.
The freaking game.
The best quarterback in the league on one of the best teams in the league. Yes, he had a good second half of a football game.
Hey, BG.
Let me ask y'all this.
Go ahead, Mom.
Would y'all take Zeke Elliott?
No.
Why?
I'm taking y'all
Leonard Fournette. Why not go after Leonard Fournette with Kenneth Gainwell? Got 1-2 punch.
Let me say this. Yes, Rashad full, and mind you, the thought of Zeke make me puke. Let me say that. It does. He don't deserve to wear Kelly Green. Let's take Zeke being a Cowboy out of it. Let's pretend Zeke not a Cowboy. Let's say he a former Viking. Let's just say it's just Zeke. Rashad Penny does give us that 1-2 punch, but we're just assuming Rashad is going to be healthy. If we get Zeke on a vet minimum and we got Zeke and Rashad, insurance for each other, basically for the cheap, that running back room is given pretty lethal to me and does what it needs to do without having to spend a 10 overall pick. Does that change?
Y'all think Zeke can eat behind this offensive line?
Here's another point, though. Here's another point about Zeke. Zeke is a great blocking running back that will protect the asset of Jalen Hurts. So you got to put that into, the situation as well.
Man, scratch all that. Get that dude the football. Let him run behind this offensive line. Bro, he's going to eat behind this line.
Not someone saying he a belly dancer.
All right, look. He's relatively healthy now because he didn't really even play too much last year. I mean, he got his legs together. Pollard was really their main back last year. I feel like Zeke could eat behind his offensive line just based off the fact of the threat of Jalen Hurts. Just based off the fact of the threat of Jalen Hurts. Like, y'all forgetting our quarterback and do kind of the most damage in his run game because it's the threat of him pulling it. So he drew all the offense to him. How y'all think Miles went off last year?
I know how Miles. That's why I was asking BG.
I was just asking BG. There was always one person he had to make miss. And y'all know why? Because they all drawn to Jalen Hurts. Because this dude was dangerous in the run game. So I feel like Zeke could come in and eat behind his offensive line. Probably not put up the Ezekiel Elliott early year Dallas numbers, but he could get you some consistent numbers behind his offensive line. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a chance if he coming for the cheap.
I have no doubt what Zeke could do production-wise. It's just Zeke, just the optics. Like if Zeke, anytime Zeke do something wrong, the level of pissed I'm gonna be is gonna be 10 times because it's gonna be this Zeke. I'm gonna have all these conspiracy theories that Jerry Jones is paying him to sabotage. I just can't trust Zeke. He is fully coded and op. How can we know we can trust him for sure? That's my only thing.
If we didn't get Bijan, I would get Zeke on the low. For real. I would.
The only one that's not signed though is Devontae, right?
I want you guys, all three guys, because I didn't see no one saying he been putting these up here. I want you guys to go back to that first one.
We read them, and we still don't agree with them. We said
500. Signing any of these rookies allow you to pay them. So what that even mean? They not gonna be getting paid that much for a couple of years.
Look, hey, people acting like the Eagles wasn't a top.
All right, you know what? This is what we're going to do. In the words of Sis, we're going to bring y'all in. We're going to bring y'all in, and we're going to debate this right now. So go ahead, JC. What you were saying?
No, I was saying that people acting like that the Eagles wasn't a top 3 offense and a legendary defense last year. We still lost in the Super Bowl. The Philadelphia Eagles did something that a team haven't done since freaking the Bears. Wait, like 100-something years, whatever it was. Yo, 70-something sacks is unheard of. And the only person we added on that defensive line was Reddick. So you keep on saying one guy. Reddick changed the whole defensive line. So that's the only person we added from the previous year. We had Hargrave. We had Cox. We had Graham. We wasn't as lethal like that. So that's what I'm saying. Offense wasn't a problem. Why are we trying to be greedy and try to go offense? I can't recall the last time offense.
We had one of the best offenses ever, and Miles Sanders had like 1,300 yards and double-digit touchdown. He was a main focal point of our offense. So
but y'all was saying that anybody could.
Billy, here's the link. Come on in.
Y'all was saying that anybody could run behind the Eagles.
I watched
this is ridiculous. All season long, I've been going back and forth with y'all about stop sleeping on Miles Sanders, signing for a cheap whatever. Y'all was saying no, get rid of him. For anybody, and now you want to waste a top 10 draft pick behind this offensive line.
First of all, Miles Sanders was a product of the offense. The defense was a product of this defensive line that featured Javon Hargrave. We have to restore what is true, and that is this defensive line.
Greedy in football.
Is it?
He acted like we only
was good before Jalen Hurts
like the
made
only
it on
thing
the
we
team.
lost this season was Miles
What are you
Sanders.
talking about?
He acted
Philly
like
been
Javon
good.
Hargrave did not exist.
I want to get to that too. I think like instead of getting Bijan at number 10, I'd rather trade it. I'd rather trade it for Simmons. I'd rather do that. If we go
you talking about from the D tackle from Tennessee?
Yeah, I'd rather do that. Because
trade the
I don't
first
think
round pick for him? He old now. He older now. I can't do that,
bro.
Now if he was a younger guy,
he's 25.
25-ish.
He's 25.
Oh shit! It felt like he's been in the league for forever. Yeah.
He's been in the league since 2019.
Like,
2019, bro.
Well,
and he just came off of a
Simmons, you got to be happy with Bijan then.
Yeah, I ain't trading one for him.
First of all, BG, you don't see the big.
I ain't trading number 10 for him. Probably 30. I ain't trading number 10 for him.
I said 30, but if they're taking offense, I would say
the number one problem. Yes,
no, I'm saying that guy's a starter. The defensive tackle we draft wouldn't start. That's the difference. That guy's a bona fide.
You sure Jeffrey Simmons only 25?
He's 25.
It felt like he's been in the league for a long time, bro.
He was drafted in 2019. He was drafted in 2019.
Put 500 question up there because that is the most BS thing that he said. As long as I know Philly 500. the best defense, good offense. We put up some. Come on, man. The Patriots in the Super Bowl, like we was in a shootout. It's not that. We need to be solid on defense. We got a lot of older players that we are relying on and hoping that they could still be the same player they were last season.
Turns into offense. Offense doesn't turn into defense. Let's talk about these turnovers that we got last season that kept us into so many games. Let's talk about the Colts game, how the defense kept us in that game.
And
Let's
we got
talk
those
about
secondary
all these
guys
3
back.
and outs, all these sacks.
The Texans game. The Texans game.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the Washington game.
Never been no offense.
The first game we lost,
man.
Let's
y'all
talk about the reason why our offense got so much opportunity because the defense getting them.
Billy, I sent you the link.
Jalen Hurts running back out, third and out. The offense
you don't always
barely
win the same, guys.
with this bum defense y'all trying to put out.
Right.
What bum defense?
The bum defense that you try to create after
How?
you waste a pick.
How? You just gave our 2 cornerbacks and you said all these turnovers. Who got those turnovers? Bradbury and Slay.
Who got them?
Why you think they got them though?
Who was pinning
Right.
feet, baby?
The penetration. The penetration.
You still got Reddick. Isn't he the best pass rusher on our team? Yes, he's still there. Josh Sweat won the lead sacks. He's still there. BG double-digit sacks. He's still there. So what are you guys talking about? These guys are still on the football team.
You're denying this
one player is horrible right now. Our interior defense is horrible right now.
Wow.
Like horrible.
One player and all of a sudden they're horrible.
Oh,
it's not one player though. You're forgetting about Limbaugh. You're forgetting about Sue.
You acting like
they not there no more.
Sanders is the downfall of this franchise. Talk about one player. Javon single-handedly was more impactful than Miles Sanders single-handedly.
You forgetting about Limbaugh. You forgetting about Sue. They're not here no more either.
Go backwards and expect them to do better.
Do what Javon did.
Hey BJ.
You
talk about
this year.
Hey BJ, you talk about Miles. Yo, listen, you talk about Miles.
Come on.
No, you talk about Miles, right? You know, where was he at in the playoffs?
One game again.
One game again. The biggest game.
I know, but that's Miles Sanders. He's not on our team no more, so I don't care.
Okay, fine. Okay. All right. I'm gonna prove my point. To BJ. I want y'all to give me the top because I asked Mitch this. Early on Cool Cat Mitch. So I'm gonna ask you guys, and we're gonna prove a point. I'm gonna ask JC and all you guys. What are the top 5 priorities when it comes to the NFL draft? What is the top 5 priorities that the Philadelphia Eagles have to get this draft right? So JC, start us off.
Defensive line,
we don't even got 5 though. Cool Cat.
Look, yeah, I mean,
I know. It's 5, but y'all can go longer than that. So
see, I think is defensive line.
No, we got less than 5.
Look, defensive line is
5. But we don't got super big holes.
Right.
But
all right, fine. The top 3. 3.
I'm just gonna give you what I think that we need. How about
all right, go ahead.
I'm gonna give you what I think.
All right, go ahead.
Line has to be 1. Linebacker to me is 2. Safety play is 3, and then offensive line because yes, we did lose our right guard. So and then our slot wide receiver. Y'all say that y'all want Quez gone. We need to address that. If we do those things, we will be back in the Super Bowl. But the Philadelphia Eagles don't draft safety high. They don't draft defensive back high. They don't draft linebackers high. So it's all about how we want to do. Have he learned from his past? He claimed that he has, though. The past couple drafts been great. You know what I mean? Like he's been spot on because he's been trying to say, hey, best player available. So now is he going to continue on that same trend or not? But definitely I will start with defensive line, linebacker, safety, offensive line, and then your slot wide receiver, because I think that Quez is still going to be fine. He had one bad season last year. He barely was used, and he had a couple key drops against Washington in the Super Bowl. So I understand why people want him gone, but I feel like he will rebound. So that's why I got the slot wide receiver as the 4th.
King DV?
I say defensive line, period. You got to, improve that depth. You have to, man, because it's questions about Jordan Davis. I'm sorry, Jordan Smith. Jordan Davis is questions about him. Milton Williams is not one of those guys that you can rely on, but he does a good job. when he's on the field, but he's not one of those guys you can rely on. Fletcher Cox is, up there in age, so you got to get, better there. I would say the O-line only because of the guard, but depending on how Cam Jerkins shifts to guard, if that's the way they're going to go, I think that that can wait until possibly next season, off season, because we got so many different picks, because of everybody that we lost this season. Linebacker is a thing too. We got to get some coverage there. Safety. I wouldn't even say nothing about in the draft. I wouldn't say nothing about the wide receiver because I think that we should go vet again, like we did with Zach Pascal with the wide receiver. Only because I feel like that he would listen to them more. I believe in Quez Watkins. I don't think that he was given a good chance, to redeem himself. So I think that this year, we could give him that chance. But I know a lot of people want to draft another wide receiver for him to, battle, for that third spot. And I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. So if I had to go forward, I would say possibly wide receiver. Yeah, that's my 4.
Yep. Trey?
All right, so I mean, it's simple for me. I said I always go with the trenches, and we need defensive tackle bad right now. So if one of those dudes sitting right there, I'm going defensive tackle first. We got to address the linebacker position because as of right now, we only got Morrow and Nakobe Dean for real that I actually would trust on the field right now, like long term. So yeah, we definitely need depth there. We could go we can even go corner again. I'll put corner at number 3 because we got some older dudes there. Slater, Bradbury, but they older dudes. Avonte Maddox always hurt. So I wouldn't mind going corner. They're my top 3, and then offensive line, and then we could we could dabble in the running back position. It's like, I mean, I don't feel like running back a big priority to me. I would never draft Bijan Robinson at 10. Well, I mean, it depends on who's sitting there, to be honest. It depends on who's sitting there. Now, I mean, if you don't see dudes worthy of taking that pick and Bijan sitting there, I'll go best player available. But if Jalen Carter do slip there right there or something like that, or even even the D tackle from Pittsburgh, I'll take him too.
Kalijah.
I mean, Kalijah. I'll take him too. I feel like he'll fit well on his defense. But like I said, I'm not taking the Bijan Robinson at 10. It's a pretty pick, but where is it really helping us? It's not really helping us.
You started.
You can
it's helping
find
us in
dudes.
our running back field, taking pressure off Jalen Hurts is helping us. What are you talking about? He just
What
said
you
it.
mean? BJ, you keep saying
Hold
taking pressure
on.
off Jalen Hurts.
Hold on, BJ. Hold on, BJ.
Don't let him get under your skin, Rock. Don't let him get under
Hold
your
on,
skin.
because Moan didn't even do hers yet. So go ahead, sis.
Don't let him get you, Rock. Don't let him. Defensive line. And thank God how we think like how I do. Trenches, baby. Let's start in the defensive trenches, where this whole success last season was built on the defensive trenches. Offense and defensive success. It all started up front on defense. Okay? We lost a piece in Javon Hargrave. Our success was built off of that nasty rotation that we had, that we was all praising, and historical success we had last season on defensive line. Defensive line is my main priority. Best available, best player available on the defensive line. And it's so many that you don't have to force a pick because it's so many that will be there, whether we're picking at 10 or if we trade back, whatever we do. Next, linebacker. Next, defensive back. Actually, before defensive back, maybe offensive line. and then defensive back, since I'm being forced to pick multiple. But defensive line and linebacker is my main focus.
Yeah,
If we want to, after we, if we want to go, of course we could. Like I want that competition for Quez Watkins. That could be even an undrafted free agent. It don't necessarily have to be somebody we draft. If we do want to get a bruiser later in the draft, because there are other guys in this draft that aren't named Bijan. I wish this guy never freaking existed, because BG want to give you a heart attack. But yeah, defensive line for sure. Let Jinx up in here. Let Jinx in here, because I know Jinx gonna go off on BG.
I sent y'all the link. I sent y'all the link already. Why ain't y'all pressing nothing?
Again, go off on logic.
Why ain't y'all pressing nothing? I sent y'all the link. Press the button.
No, wait. I want to hear BG's though. I want to hear.
No. I didn't even say mine yet. I'm trying to prove a point.
BS,
Y'all didn't even hear mine yet.
I'm out of here.
They didn't hear mine yet. Hello? It's corners for me.
Let BG go,
Now
Cool
y'all want to jump on me.
Let BG go.
It's our show, BG. I get you. Hey, corners, because we're gonna have to replace. Because we're gonna need someone to help out with Slay and James Bradbury. Defensive tackles and defensive ends. I need someone to get their hands on Patrick Mahomes. I need someone to get their hands on Patrick freaking Mahomes. For crying out loud. Wide receiver, because Quez. Offensive line, Mona's right. You need help with the offensive line. And then you can worry about running backs in the second and third or fourth or fifth round. But I need someone
Cool
to
Cat.
get their hands on Patrick Mahomes.
We worried about it with number 3 wide receiver. That's one of our big priorities, right?
No,
that's
he's number 3 wide receiver, but he the 4th option, and we all hard on Quez. Right. I mean, listen, bro, like you don't get that many opportunities when you the 4th option in an offense. So
you're right. All right, I mistake a 4th wide receiver.
Like
you're right,
2 passes, and then he'll go off every once in a while. But it's like, bro, like that's not a main focus on this team. Like it's like
you're right, Trey. You're right, Trey. So let me rephrase that. Corners, safeties are replaced wide receiver with safeties. Defensive tackles and defensive end, basically anything on the defense. Because once again, I repeat, get your hands on Patrick Mahomes! You go!
Hey,
go ahead, PJ.
Real quick. So why would y'all go corner when we just paid Bradbury and Slay? Why? Like, I don't understand that. When we literally just paid those 2 guys, brought them back, restructured contracts 2-3 years. Why would you waste a pick at corner when he might not even sniff the field? That's a waste of a pick.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's not a waste of a pick, because you never know what the draft's gonna look like later on down the line. You got 3 corners that's NFL ready right now. Now you put them behind Darius Slade, Bradbury, bro. That's knowledge. Even if he never touched the field that whole season, that's knowledge for the prior seasons.
Oh, knowledge.
We don't develop defensive backs. We're gonna have the same problem in 2 to 3 years. We're gonna have the same problem when these dudes walk out the door. We're not gonna have no D-backs at all. When the last time we developed a defensive back, JC?
DBs trying to get a new contract and sign them, and either give them the contract or don't. That's what we've been doing the last 3 years.
But why would you do that when you could get homegrown dudes that you're not paying that much? That don't even make sense. That's why we in the situation we in now. Because we had to pay Slade. We had to play Bradbury because we couldn't develop none of these cornerbacks. McPherson, none of these dudes. We couldn't develop none of them.
Cornerbacks, Trey.
It don't gotta be first round.
We can develop it now.
First round corner. What are you talking about?
All right, let's get BG's list. Who's your top priority, BG?
Running back, receiver, quarterback. Go ahead, BG.
I didn't need to. Go ahead, BG.
He gonna want a quarterback so Jalen Hurts doesn't have to play the whole
Running
game.
back is the main priority.
Well, I want to hear this.
Wait. Come on, BG.
Running backs, the main priority on this team right now. I don't care how you guys don't see it, but I see it. We need to make that off
main priority.
Level. Second, main priority. All of our starters on our defensive line are already there. So even if you go get a defensive lineman, they're not starting, guys. Just like Jordan Davis, we got him. He didn't play that much.
You keep talking about starting. When the last, bro?
But let me finish. Now, defensive line is my second. You can get a nice starting caliber defensive lineman at the 30th pick, or even move up to the 25th pick, and you still get a stud there. So I'm not really worried about it. You know? So defensive lineman be second, and then I'll say, I don't know, safety. Safety would probably be my third.
Hey,
Edmonds good, but I want
BG start last year. Did Brendan Graham start last year?
No.
He still had 11 sacks. So they're going to see the field. It's all about the rotation. That's why these guys.
No, Williams ain't start last year. Even he had more sacks than Jordan Davis, and that shit got.
Where's Jinx? Did he not come in?
Because
I want him
I
to
think out the wing. I guess they didn't press nothing. I don't know.
It's all right. But look, honest truth, man. I hear what you're saying, Rock, man, but I'm not going to waste a pick to let a guy sit behind Bradbury and Slay and get some knowledge. Come on, man. You could, I need somebody that's going to at least be in the rotation. At least give the guy a break, a breather or two. That you could go with defensive line. I'm not drafting no cornerback because there's no, how many times we
come and hit it.
You know what I mean? It's just hey, we're assuming. Sidney Jones, right? One of the top prospect at DB, and this dude was a bust. He was buns. And we drafted him in the second round. And he didn't even play his first year. What knowledge did he gain? None.
But we call Rasul Douglas buns too when he's in Philly, right?
Yeah.
We call Rasul Douglas buns when he's in Philly, right? But he went over to Green Bay. He's been one of the best corners in the NFL.
But what have
we
changed?
Don't develop players, period.
Let me say
this. Go ahead, Mom.
I'm just curious. I mean, did somebody get hired to develop DBs?
Look.
Go ahead, Mom.
You never know though. We brought a new defense. We about to bring a new defensive back coach in.
But look.
Yeah, go ahead, Mom.
We got to keep it 1,000%. How we ain't drafting no DB? These when we needed Howie to draft a DB, the 4 seasons before this season, when we was praying for DBs and ended up getting Kavon Wallace, when we was praying for DBs and ended up getting Zach McPherson, he didn't draft one. So whether we need one or not, I highly doubt this guy Howie is going to be drafting a cornerback.
This gonna be interior. It's gonna be that's a Howie pick, defensive lineman.
And that's why
offensive lineman. That's a Howie pick.
And that's why I'm glad Howie's drafted and not Bird Gang.
What are you talking about?
Bird Gang try to put a fantasy offense on the field.
You're gonna watch Howie draft Bijan. You're gonna be sitting well, I didn't think he would, but I guess he's on our team, so I guess he's cool now. Yeah, Bijan, let's go. Let's get our Bijan jerseys. That's what y'all are gonna be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's
exactly. So get off.
Absolutely. Because one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stick beside him.
Because you know he's a legit.
Stick beside him. Whoever we draft, I'm gonna stick beside him. Okay. So yes, I will be ordering that custom jersey.
All right. So tell me something, BJ. Say Bijan go earlier than us. Who you going with then?
You saying he gets drafted before our 10th pick?
Yep, you get drafted before that. He going already.
Chicago Bears is ahead of us.
Is Carter still there?
Chicago, you want to help Fields out. That's a decent pick right there.
There's a lot of teams he could land at, to be honest.
Is Carter still there though? And your question?
I mean, yeah, he's still there.
He's still there. I'm going Carter, and I'm getting Gibbs with a 30th pick overall.
The question is, do you got a backup plan? That's what I'm asking.
You
don't got no backup plan. It's just Bijan Robinson or you don't.
No. He said Jalen Carter. He said Jalen Carter.
That other running back too didn't know good. Hell, Bijan Robinson backup's pretty good if you want to just anybody to throw back.
I wonder why his backup's good.
Running back.
Oh my God! I would never bring you in a draft room ever. You wouldn't even touch my
backup at 10.
I'm talking about in terms of production. You're only gonna get a stud guy in that either Gibbs or free.
There you go, Philly.
Bijan in terms of guys I think they're gonna come in and make an immediate impact. The other guys are good, But those are the only two I would draft in the first round.
But
Yeah.
look, I'm not even touching Bijan. I'm not touching Gibbs, man. I think that we could go.
You don't like Gibbs either?
Wait,
It's not
hold
that
on.
we don't like them,
The thing is
BG.
this,
We don't
I do
need
not.
All
them
right.
that
We don't
high.
need them.
It's a
We
difference.
don't
I
need them.
like
We do
everybody
need a
to
running
have
back.
their
You
own.
guys keep
Okay.
saying we don't need a running
This
back.
is what we're gonna
We
do.
need a
This is
running
what we're
back.
gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Yeah,
do
you
dream
don't need a
pick.
running back. I don't
This
understand.
is your dream scenario with the 10th pick. Who would you take? JC, with the 10th overall pick, who would you take? Your dream pick.
Yo,
I
look,
do,
I have to go with who? Jalen Carter, man. I'm telling you, him next to Jordan Davis for years to come. We will arguably have the best defensive, tackles in the NFL because they are so talented, so young, and nobody else in the NFL gonna have those two type of those two type of guys, aggressive, big body. They play the run very well. They're monsters. Nobody would have them besides the Philadelphia Eagles. And Jordan Davis, he knows. Hey, they play together at Georgia. I'm telling you right now, these guys are going to be a force to be reckoned with. That's my dream scenario with the 10th pick.
King DV?
I would have to say the same thing, Jalen Carter, because like you got to strengthen up that defensive line. You have to. Going offense would be the wrong move here, my opinion. But I think you got to take the best available. And I think if he does drop due to allegations and things like that, I think that Jalen Carter would be the best pick for the Eagles.
Jalen Carter for me. Go ahead, Trey.
My dream pick is Will Anderson. If I can't get Will Anderson, I'm taking Tyree Wilson. Bro, two dominant pass rushers that's gonna stick in the league for a while. I mean, BG getting older, you getting up there. You got Sweat, you got Hassan Reddick in front of him, but Duke could come in on third downs this year and make an impact on the game. So, I mean, if it ain't Will Anderson, it's Tyree Wilson for me.
Moni?
Will Anderson, if it's a dream pick, like I said, defensive line is my priority, and Will Anderson is the best defensive lineman in this draft. We will pick up where we left off when it comes to this rotation on this defensive line.
Mm-hmm. And you can play
the point of all this Eagles Nation is just to prove a point. Guess what BG could pick in 3, 2, 1. BG.
Bijan Robinson. Next question.
Okay, so dream guy. Go ahead. Those three are really. The reason why I go Bijan because if you realistically think about it, there's only two other players I would draft ahead of him, and that'd be Will Anderson or Carter, and they're going to be gone by the time we pick.
So would you trade up?
There's only two you'll draft in front of them,
and that's Bijan Robinson.
Bro, there's a lot of dudes on this list I'll draft in front of Bijan. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Look, hey.
Besides those two, who else?
Hey, BG. Hey,
what's so special about Bijan? I just want to know. What's so special about him?
He's just a special back. They don't come around very often.
He is on his payroll, I swear.
Hey, look, BG. Look, we might be able to get both. We might be able to get Carter and Bijan. The Philadelphia Eagles have a lot of draft assets next year. So if Howie is thinking like us, why not offer a second to try to move up after we draft Jalen Carter from the 30th pick and try to package something, from like 1 to next year, the following year 2. I don't care what you guys do, but we might be able to get both still and be in a great shape.
I did a mock draft where I drafted one of those guys. Actually, I drafted Gonzalez early. That's before we re-signed our cornerbacks. And I still drafted back. I traded back into the first round, got the 15th pick, and got Bijan Robinson. I'm not saying you can't even move back and get them and add assets, but I'm just saying you need to get them.
Yeah,
I feel like he might be gone by then. One of them teams up top gonna take a chance on him.
Who?
Bijan.
No.
One of them teams up top gonna take a chance on him.
Nah, 4 quarterbacks is gonna go in the top 10. 4.
Not
And he
I
like
don't
Will
got
saying,
four. I
Anderson.
not
got
Aaron,
three.
he's
saying
gone.
Bijan must be Bird Gang son.
I got three going off in
He
the
could
top
be.
10.
You never know. You never know.
I hope, cause I'm petty, Bijan go right. We need the live reaction from Bird Gang when we don't take Bijan. We gonna see Bird Gang heart break on camera.
If he was on the board and we did take
He
it,
don't
yes,
got
you
no
would wanna
backup
see
plan.
That would
He don't
slap
got
the
no
dog
backup plan.
crap out of Howie.
He got his mindset on Bijan. He don't got no backup plan.
What
It's not
happens
even
if you
Bijan.
don't get Bijan?
It's the talent. Like the guy is ranked like 5th best player in the draft. So if you look at that number 10,
He's
if
not
all
ranked
these
5th best
quarterbacks
player.
No.
if these
Hey,
defensive linemen
Jalen Carter is number 5 in the draft. Hey, Jalen Carter
He's
is.
not ranked 5th
matters.
best player in the draft.
Hey, Jalen Carter
Whose
is
list you're looking
BG.
at? Whose
Hey,
list you're
stop the
looking
cap. Yo,
So-
They just moved him up.
BJ.
He wasn't even, and it's the crazy part. And he a dynamic back and all that, but he wasn't even ranked in the top 15 for
First
real.
of all, on the Pro Football Focus big board, Bijan Robinson is ranked. Let me go to page 2 because he's not
There's
on
so
page
much
1.
defense in this
27.
draft.
Pro
He's
football.
He
ranked
wasn't even ranked
27.
the day one pick, BG.
He's ranked 27.
wasn't?
You know who's ranked ahead of
Bijan,
him?
he wasn't even ranked the day
Hold
one
on,
pick.
hold on. Go ahead,
They
Simone.
just put him
Go
in
ahead,
day
Simone.
one.
I can't hear
I'm trying to hear this. Oh,
I
wait,
can't
wait.
hear this, y'all. Hold on. Go ahead, Mo.
You know who's ranked ahead of him? Hella wide receivers. So you want to go wide receivers because they rank
No,
high?
we don't
It's
need a
not what we
receiver.
need. So you want to go get
We don't
Bryce
need a
Young if
receiver.
he's there just because he's a top quarterback? It's not what we need.
Exactly. We need. You saying draft for them. I'm saying best player available for 1, and for 2, we do need a running back. Y'all keep
We
tripping.
don't
about
need
we
him.
No,
though.
we
We
don't.
need a run. We could get a running back,
Like,
but
we
we don't
need-
need
listen,
Bijan at 10.
The year before,
Didn't we get Miles
Howard
Sanders in
was
the
league
second
best.
round in
Our running
2019?
game is-
We need a running back as much as
We've
we
been
need a
had the
wide
best
receiver
offensive
three
line.
right now.
We've been had the best offensive line, and there been plenty of times where Miles wasn't back, and our running game was suspect.
We need a running back as much as we need a wide receiver 3 right now.
We don't need a receiver.
It's not high on the list. It's not
That's
high.
real high on the
Is
list.
Bijan gonna jump into this? Is Bijan gonna jump into this defensive rotation?
Nope.
Because again, when our leaky ass defense is giving up 30, 40 points a
Then
game,
you go give
we
us a
can't
leaky
run the
defense
ball
all
when
of a
we're
sudden
down
because we don't
by
got one player.
15. So Bijan is gonna be worthless.
We got one player. We're missing one player, and now it's leaky defense. Our defense gonna be great, guys. You guys are tripping.
Bro, you keep
Hold
saying
on.
one player. We're not just missing one player.
No.
He on the payroll, y'all. He working for agent Nicole Lynn. It's fine, BG. Just say it. She hired you as a rep.
Yo, look.
He's
Hey,
being paid to
just wanna
spread this
know.
propaganda.
Look, I just want to know what was our problem last year? Why are we offense wasn't the issue?
It wasn't.
The offense wasn't the issue. That's we still going to be able to put up points, Bijan or not. We have Jalen Hurts that team has to prepare for regardless. Even Miles Sanders said it. He would not have the season he had without Jalen Hurts. So that's what I don't get. Why we're trying to draft offense in the first round. You can score as many points as you want. If you can't stop nobody, it doesn't matter. Like in the Super Bowl, look, if you would told me that we would score that many points and we was going to lose, I'm like, nah, there's no way. Because I was going to trust our defense, right? I was going to trust that Jonathan Gannon was going to do something that our historic defensive line was going to show up. It did not. So
Bro,
now to address the issue, the last game I saw was our defense sliding everywhere, looking confused, like looking old and slow. So I want to address our defense. I'm sorry. We
got to get younger on defense. We have
to. Like these 1-year deals is killing me. Like we have to win now mode, but when we don't, guess what? We have to start all over on defense.
And at the same time, we can get an impactful running back in the later round. It's not Bijan or die. It's not Bijan or bust.
PFF got Bijan Robinson ranked 27th. Bro.
We acting like it's Bijan or the world gonna fall apart. The Bijan or this franchise gonna shut down.
That's
Bird
Game 500. I'm peeping 500. Yeah, it's Bird Game 500. Yo, I'm gonna call him out. 500. Hey, I wish you could jump on here so I
I
could
gave
hear
him the
you.
link multiple
He
times.
can.
I gave everybody the link.
He
Are
can.
y'all scared to just hit the button? He hit the button.
He
I
can.
can see how we jumping up in front of Dallas.
Yeah,
Just to block that. But
yeah.
at 10, no, I can't see him doing it at 10. Not no running back. But I can see him jumping up in front of Dallas. Like, I mean, because if Bijan there, Dallas taking him. Dallas
Yeah.
taking him for sure. But at 10, like we gotta think like smart, like football wise. Let's look at our roster. Let's look at our roster
Exactly.
right now.
Hit the button.
Let's look at our
Well,
defensive roster right now. We got Fletch. You know he's gonna start. We keep screaming about Jordan Davis. He's not gonna be a reliable D tackle for the whole year. Milton Williams could come in and play like, I mean, he come out the background. He could play like the hitter at the end of a baseball game. He could come in, he give you that speed. Offensive line already tired. He gonna give you some production. But starting him, I don't see us starting him and he being a productive defensive tackle. Marlon Talopu, whoever he is, he just gonna be a dude. We don't got no dominant interior defensive lineman right now. The closest one we got is Fletch. And Fletch old now. He gonna need somebody to relieve him. And he don't got Javon Hargrave to lean on no more. So, I mean, bro, we gotta go interior. My first pick is interior.
And
No
we're
way.
not saying that we're not saying we can never draft a running back. We can get a running back in a later round.
Not gonna be Bijan.
You got Sherman, you got Sherman there, you got Ibrahim, you got a couple dudes up there that give you that production, like the same kind of production Miles gave you. The same kind of production we can get out of Bijan.
Next level. I'm talking about the next level offense.
And we talking about the next level of defense. We talking about the next level of defense.
I'm about the next level offense, guys.
Hey, look, hey, Bergen.
Last year, I'm talking about
he acting like we saying, don't draft Bijan and don't do nothing.
Here's what Bergen don't understand, and I love this, man. But here's another reason why we gotta build the defense in the draft. I don't know if anybody knows this, but Howard Roseman said today, and he'll probably say tomorrow, that the priority is to pay a certain somebody his contract extension. Jalen freaking Hurts. You got to build a defense in the draft.
He also needs young pieces that can stay along with Jalen. So why not get a running back? And like you said, we will get a running back. We got 4 out of the top 100 picks. If we go get a Bijan, you can still got 3 other picks in the top 100 that you can get good defensive players and throw on defense.
We need great defensive
players. We need game changers. We need game changers, DJ. We need game changers.
Defensive players.
And the players that you have to talk about picking up at 10 is not going to be a game changer because they're not going to be playing that much.
We don't need a game.
Why you keep saying that? Like you acting like our rotation wasn't crazy last year.
Yeah.
You acting like our rotation wasn't crazy last year. You the biggest Jordan Davis fan. He didn't touch the field last year for real, and we still had a solid defensive line.
He's only a Jordan Davis fan because it fits his Bijan narrative.
B.O.B.S to throw in there, and I think we're gonna do it again this year.
Even before that, though.
JC, you want to say something?
They wasn't playing like exhausted.
Davis, Milton Williams, and Marlon before they got hurt. So what are you talking about?
What?
Yeah,
bro. These dudes was like when you say part time, it was part-time players. Part-time players. Hargraves and Fletch was on the field for like 75, 80% of the snaps. So you keep saying like, bro, if we could get
Davis and Fletch are gonna be doing it for 70% of snaps this year.
No, they not, bro. Come on, BJ. We talking football. We being realistic right now.
Yeah, like, that's one of his best years over the last 3 or 4 years.
All right, go ahead. Come on.
Did he not?
What this man failed to realize is he acting like he don't know, and we know he know. He's just been paid under the table, under the stream. He's getting paid by Nicole Lynn because he done tossed out all his senses. Once Bijan became draft eligible, BG has turned into a puppet.
Once we let go of Miles Sanders, once we let go of Booby, I'm like, I want someone better than Booby in here. That's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna pay Booby, and we need to get someone better than him in here. And you can't do that.
We can't even say Bijan gonna be better than Booby though.
And save some money. Boom.
We gonna
birds, one
pay that
stone.
money, boom,
Hey,
on
cool cat.
defense.
Hey, put
Because we're
500
gonna be in
question
the
up there
same
real quick.
situation next season with all these 1-year deals going to be coming up.
But we keep saying we need somebody that's better than Miles. We can't even say Bijan better than Miles. He's coming out of college.
I can.
You can't
One
say
of the
that.
highest rated prospects ever.
What? When that ever
He's not
matters?
even the top rated prospect in the
Yes,
draft.
he is.
He
What are you
ranked
talking
I
about?
sent him the
They
link.
have
He
a
didn't
guy like him
listen.
and Saquon Barkley
Bryce
somehow.
Young.
What are you talking about?
They're rated high. He's not the number 1 player in the draft. These
He
quarterbacks are
rated
rated higher.
hey
These
BG.
receivers are
He's
rated higher.
rated
These
number
quarterbacks are
27.
rated
Quarterbacks are
higher.
only
He
up
closer
on a
to the
draft board
second
higher
round.
because teams need quarterbacks. That's what the
He
players
closer
are
to
better.
the
Teams
second
need
round. But
quarterbacks.
it's way more people in front of him than quarterbacks though.
All right.
He's
Look,
not
hey,
top 10. He's not even top 15 right now. He's not
Hey,
even
that's your
ranked top
opinion.
15 right now.
That's your opinion. My
Hey.
opinion,
JC,
he's
It's
number
not
one.
my
Look, this
opinion.
is a
I'm
good
going off
question right here,
PFF.
though, right?
Them the dudes that really do the math in this draft stuff.
all right, go ahead, JC.
Hey, this is a good question about 500, right? He was like, besides Jalen Carter and Will Anderson Jr., who do you guys believe on defense are, game changers year one? I mean, look, I think that's Miles Murphy.
Tyree
Wilson could
Wilson.
be. Yeah, Tyree
Kansas.
Wilson could be one. Yo, there's a lot of guys on
We
this
need-
defense.
And
Like,
Kansas just came out of the blue too. So
Y'all forgetting about Witherspoon. Y'all forgetting
Yeah.
about Gonzalez. Y'all forgetting about a lot of these
yeah.
dudes.
So I
those
mean,
guys are good. But we
so
stopped
the
that.
problem is we
Our
don't like
quarterbacks up.
how many people do we need in that position that's
And
going
I'm
to
saying,
start
y'all,
or at least be in a rotation year one. That's the problem. The problem is we re-signed Slay and Bradbury. So Gonzalez to me makes no sense.
And Greedy
So-
Williams.
we're not even talking about the cornerbacks. We said we need to go
We
in
talking
the
about
trenches.
people that's gonna
We
make
got
can
Fletcher
make
Cox and
impacts
Jordan
this year.
Davis. How's Bijan Robinson going to solve our problem in the trenches?
You're not.
How? He's
What
not.
problem,
how does he
though?
solve how
What
does he
problem
solve
do
our
we have?
biggest problem
Last
right
I
now
checked, we
is
were
the
best in the
defense.
trenches
The fact
last year.
that he don't see a problem.
So how's
Defense.
that a problem that we lose one guy in the trenches? One
That
guy
we lose
that we
one
had a
guy in the
replacement for.
trenches,
It's not
Jamal
one
Murray,
guy.
a top
You
rated
keep saying
Who?
one guy. It's three. It's three
Who?
guys we just lost.
Who?
We lost Linval. We lost Sue. We lost Javon
The same
Hargrave.
two guys you just named. We can bring those guys back anytime we want to.
No, you
They not
can't
brought
though.
back
Yes,
right
you
now.
can.
They not here right now.
Because we don't need to force it. We got to wait till the draft.
You don't
See
need
what
to
else
force
opens
it.
up.
We
Why?
signed.
Jordan,
We
like,
signed
those guys
If
can wait
they
till the
come back
season starts.
anytime, how
And
you
you go
forcing
call
it?
Sue up.
Then
Like,
why
hey,
they
you want
not
to come back
back
for
right
another one?
now
Veteran
for the minimum?
Here we go.
Why
Come
they
on.
not back right now? Why would they just be sitting? Oh, we'll
You don't
just
have
wait.
to rush that. That ain't a rush. That ain't a need.
A running back is not a need right
Yes,
now.
your star running back is not on your team no more. It is a big need.
And we got a star nose tackle, a star defensive tackle that you acted like didn't exist.
Hey BJ,
And we
BJ,
drafted a guy last year in the first round
Hey,
to replace
BJ.
him. Did we
Hey,
not
BJ.
draft Jordan Davis to replace Flex?
Hey, 500,
BJ.
how you saying
We
that?
knew
But
one
you
of them were
screaming
leaving.
All right,
Bijan
King
Robinson?
Eagle, go
Ain't
ahead,
no
King.
guarantee he gonna be
Go
an
ahead,
impact
King.
player this year
So he
either.
Go
needs to
ahead,
replace
King.
BJ.
him.
There's no
BJ.
guarantee
Go ahead,
he gonna
King.
be an
BJ.
impact player this year either.
BG
Go ahead,
said
King.
that running back is a need for us. Now, AJ Brown, Harry Roseman, I think Jalen Hurts said it also that Kenneth Gainwell, they believe that he could be the RB1, right? Do you think that Kenneth Gainwell can have 1,000 yards behind his line? Yes or no?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Not
It only
really.
took Miles to get one, man. Come on. We've been had a good line. Y'all like we ain't been had a good line the last like 5, 10, 15, 20 years. We've always
That's
had a good
because
line.
we wasn't
Running backs
giving
have not
Miles
been
the
putting up
ball.
1,000 yards behind it though.
Yeah, we wasn't giving Miles the ball at all. Everybody was saying feed Booby. That was the hashtag.
Exactly. Run the ball was on the t-shirts.
Being boomy because they knew the other guys were giving the ball to weren't doing nothing. We need a dominating back, my guy. Y'all tripping. If you don't think you need a lead back.
Miss Gang, get your man.
You hey, it's so funny. Last year, who won the Super Bowl, right?
Get your man.
Last year, who won the Super Bowl, right? Kansas City. And we had the same amount of points as them going into the Super Bowl, right? And their defense was way worse than ours, and they won the Super Bowl. So all your little preaching about Super Bowl, make this offense better. Catch up to us scoring points. That's
Miss
what
Gang, can you come get your man?
Huh?
Tripping.
But you do know that Kansas
And
City
Howie,
was the
I
number
trust.
one scoring offense.
You drinking that work?
They were tied. We were
No.
tied.
No, and
5-46
points.
What?
No.
So let me
Kansas
ask you this,
City was the
Burgay.
number one
Let me
scoring
ask you
offense
this:
last
Is
year.
Bijan Robinson the only running back in this draft that can have an impact?
No, I didn't say
No.
that. He didn't make the biggest
Why are
impact
you
though.
pressed? Why are
He
you
can make
hard
the
pressed?
biggest impact. I
Is he
love
the
Gibbs.
only running back in this draft that can have an impact?
I'm saying to replace
Nope.
Miles Sanders, you need to draft him in the first round, and I only would draft Bijan.
I think
or
he's
Gibbs.
like this because he's seen him in Philly.
BG, let me ask you
Or
this:
Gibbs.
Miles
I
Sanders,
like Gibbs from Alabama. He's a beast too. But I like
This
Bijan
is
way.
the truth.
Miles Sanders was more impactful to this team than Javon Hargrave.
No.
Yeah.
You said
What
yeah.
the-
Oh God
Okay.
dang it!
We
Miss
had
That's my
Burgay,
time.
Miss
5
Burgay,
players
go
get double
ahead.
digit sacks.
LeGarrette Blunt, Jay Ajayi,
more than all the
Corey
rest of the
Command.
Why
That's my
was it?
time.
BG had just as many sacks
Oh.
as Javon Hargrave. Okay? What are you talking about? Sweat had just as many sacks as Javon Hargrave. So what are you talking about? We have 5 double-digit guys. So all of them
Javon Hargraves is an interior defensive rusher, bro.
Fletcher
Bro,
almost had double-digit sacks.
You understand how you sound right now, right, BJ?
I sound like
You understand how
a
you
guy
sound
that
right now?
understands football,
Bro.
and you need to put Bijan Robinson behind
No, you don't sound like a guy
sound
that
like-
understands football,
You
bro.
sound like you getting
You-
paid.
bro, you
by
listen.
Nicole
Sound
Lynn.
getting bent.
You just compare BG. You just compare BG to Javon Hargraves. BG played defensive end.
In the beginning,
It's
of the
harder
season,
to rush in
Vaughn
the
wasn't even
interior
playing
than
that
it
good
is out
anyway.
on the
Everybody was
edge,
already
bro.
hating on him. So what y'all talking about? Everybody was hating on Javon early. They're like,
Hating
"Oh,
on who?
Javon's not doing that much. Oh, he's probably gonna leave
Who?
anyway." Like you knew he was leaving.
Who
And
hated
yet
on
he
him?
had a
If
good
anything,
second
that was
half.
you.
Nobody
You the
hit-
biggest
hated
Jordan
on him.
Davis fan. Everybody that
Nobody
knows
hated
football
on him.
When
knew
Jordan
what
was
this dude
healthy
was when
playing
he was
before he
coming.
got hurt, Javon was a nobody.
What?
Huh?
Come on, bro. Like, yo, oh my
Like
God.
what?
Let's move on to the next question, man.
Yeah,
BG,
Come on, cool.
We
Come on,
spent an
Burkhead.
hour and a
I'm
half.
trying to think of a question, but this turned into the Bijan Robinson show, and it shouldn't be.
I got a question for you guys. What linebacker do you guys want in the draft?
Thank God.
I want Sewell. Please, Sewell.
linebacker.
Sewell, brother Morgan.
Why you
Thank
want
God.
Sewell, bro? Like, listen, Sewell, in my honest opinion, he doesn't fit the NFL. His game, it fit more throwback football, like the 90s football. Dude is a thumper. He can't cover. All he can do is hit. That's all you can do. Why would you want him here? When the game is evolving. Sewell he's not going to nobody team till like the fifth, sixth round. I promise you that. I promise you he's not going to nobody team till like the fifth, sixth round. If we gonna go linebacker, there's a couple dudes there that I'll put over Sewell.
I'm gonna do a video about it tonight.
Oh God. Go ahead, Trey. What you were saying?
No, I was just saying, like, I mean, this BG even saying he wants Sewell is just like crazy to me. Like, dude gonna be a special teams player for like the first 3 years in his career. He gonna be a special teamer for like the first 3 years of his career until he could.
I think he's gonna make an impact on the defense. Maybe
I'll watch this dude, bro. He's not gonna be what you think he is. I promise you, he's not. Like, he's gonna be a he get on the field. He's gonna be a tackling machine, but you're gonna be weak in the middle because he ain't gonna be able to cover nothing. He ain't gonna be able to cover nothing. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
JP. Do I need to get on the Kobe Dean train right now?
No. JP do you got any final thoughts? Anything? No.
Kobe Dean is the best linebacker in the game. What?
Yo, look, hey, look, honest truth, man, I will stick to the Big Ten, man, when it comes to linebackers, man. This dude from Iowa State, man, like I think he's Campbell, like whatever he was. Yo,
Jack Campbell.
Huh?
Jack Campbell.
Jack.
Yeah, Jack Campbell, man, because I feel like with Nakobe Dean, he got the speed. I think that he could be the cover linebacker. and that dude Campbell could be the thumper, man. This dude 6'4", 250. This dude is, he's the real deal, in my opinion. We do need someone to replace TJ Edwards, even though Simone called him a role player, whatever. But he was our best linebacker.
He was. And again, role players are phenomenal. But he was a role player.
It doesn't matter. We've had role players.
If it's up to me, I'm taking Trent. I'm taking Trenton Simpson. If it's up to me. Dude, 6'3", the right.
Then, like, man, he's no sleeper though. But that dude from
I like that Campbell.
A little sleeper. So he's gonna be gone, I feel like. But look, I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles really, really need it. Look, forget the trenches, right? We need linebacker and safety. Like that's the two. Like that's the two weakest position that we have on this team right now. Yes, we could plug in Joseph back and Sue back, have that rotation or whatever. But right now, we don't have no answer at linebacker in that safety position.
Edmonds.
Well, the safety is a little bit. Now, we definitely need to retool safety, but I think linebacker is more of a screaming priority than safety just because of the flexibility that we do have at safety. Like right now, okay, we know Avonte Maddox can't play in the slot. Can't play at safety. We have Greedy Williams if we do need to retool and have Avonte Maddox at safety. And then we already got Reed and Edmonds. Now, of course, that's not that much depth, but I think we have way less depth at linebacker than we do at safety. Because at linebacker behind Morrow and Dean, who we got? Davion Taylor, a throwback.
Sean Bradley.
And Sean Bradley.
Yeah, right.
Ellis.
Right. If it's me, in all honesty, I'm taking Trenton Simpson. 6'3", he could run like the wind. 240, he could hold up in the run game. He kind of fit today's linebacker, man. But he's a bigger dude. He could tackle a tackling machine. I feel like he could come in, he could fight for that linebacker role, even over like Morrow and Dean. Because he battle tested. He played for Clemson there all 4 years. I mean, he's gonna be a solid linebacker in this league. So I'm taking Trenton Simpson.
What you think about Morrow, Rod?
Morrow, he a good linebacker, man. I don't understand. Like he coming off his best season last year in Chicago. I don't understand why they let him go, but I feel like he could be the lead linebacker. He could teach Kobe Dean in his defense, or NFL period, because we didn't see that much of Dean. We don't know how he's gonna hold up in the NFL. I mean, he's a smaller dude. He's a little bit more compact. He's strong, but he's definitely a smaller dude. We gotta see how he's gonna hold up on these blocks and stuff like that. I don't see us just sticking him in the middle of this defense and depending on the Kobe Dean right now. So I feel like he's gonna play that outside linebacker position. I mean, he's gonna be more outside linebacker than the middle.
But see, my only issue with that is
anything to do with anything.
Look, my only issue with that is right.
What did you say, BG?
I said I don't think his size has anything to do with anything.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
You said
his size don't got nothing to do with it.
Linemen pull on him there. Like most of the linemen that he played against are in the NFL starting right now. So
have y'all noticed, man, the past couple of years, man, Howie Roseman went after these linebackers that had career years with Wilson that we cut halfway through the season last year. White, 1-year deals and stuff like that. So something, and we don't keep them. So I mean, am I expecting?
Well, because Kazir wasn't he?
Which one was worth keeping though? Which one was worth keeping though? JC?
So, just like this one, his best season, and now we're going.
But Morrow can actually pan out to be a dog for us throughout the season.
He was a dog in Oakland. He was a dog in Chicago. That's different. Wilson had one good year. Kaiser White had one good year. It's different. This dude really a football player. So I mean, if he do come, he light it up. I feel like we should keep him.
Yeah.
But Wilson, he wasn't. No, he was sitting behind Barr and he was sitting behind Kendricks. Dude came in probably on a relief like 5 to 6 games and stuff like that. And how we went off of that because it was just cheap deal. But Morrow really could play football.
That year, they got hurt. He actually started, I think, 13 games because somebody got hurt. Like he was gone for the season.
But
so that's
trash.
Having his best career
he was trash for us though.
Just
talking
trash.
about
It's
Wilson?
all about the system, though. I mean, do we? Matter of fact, look, we're talking about all these defensive players, man. Do we trust that Sean Desai could actually, like, do he have the players he needs? You know what I mean?
He do. You want me to tell you why?
I feel like he got the players he need. He got the
First
players
of all-
he need, and then you add around that. Add around that, but the main players, the focal players, you got two dominant corners. You got Fletch. You got Hassan Reddick. You got Josh Sweat. What else more you need? Everything else you can fill around that. Everything else you can fill around that. Especially if you go heavy defense in this draft, he got everything he need.
But what system is he going to run, though? Like, we don't know.
Go ahead, Simone.
We don't know. He ain't even doing a press conference yet.
Yeah.
We don't know
First
what
of
he's
all,
running.
we need to hear from Sean Desai. Like, why is it cricket? We haven't heard from Sean Desai. I thought they needed to come out and speak to the media. But what about these dudes, like the guys that we've signed, their excitement? So whatever Kool-Aid Sean Desai is feeding them, they like it. Justin Morrow was smiling heavy at his press conference. And let's not forget, Justin Morrow is coming off his best season with the Bears. The Bears retooled and loaded up this offseason. He could have felt like, dang, I want to stay a Bear. But he looked happy as heck to be here. He talking about how versatile he is, how Sean Desai is going to use him. He's liking what he's hearing from Sean Desai. He's so excited, smiling heavy. Same with Greedy Williams. Greedy Williams literally said, y'all gonna like this defense that we about to have. Y'all gonna like it. Smiling. So we don't know what Sean Desai cooking up, but these guys is liking what Sean Desai is cooking up. So when we finally hear and see from it, I think it's gonna be a good product. And then same with
Bradbury.
Edmonds.
Bradbury said that, hey, he
and we got Bradbury to stay for a little less money. It's got to be something Sean Desai is saying, because Brad could have got more money to leave.
Thanks.
There
And
you
he
go.
stayed.
Slay could have left. Any of them
Slay could have left.
Yep.
They
So
clearly
Sean
like what they
Desai
handle.
spitting something.
All right, look, I just hope that he gets the player that he needs, because we do not need a whole new Jonathan Gannon year one. I don't have the players I need, blah, blah, blah. So I need, the Jonathan Gannon year two, where he had exactly whoever he needed on the defense, and we saw the difference. So that's what I'm hoping that we have in Sean Desai, because look, I don't want no 1 year trial, man. Like the Philadelphia Eagles right now, especially in the NFC, man, there's no quarterback better than Jalen Hurts. There's no better team right now, in my opinion, better than the Philadelphia Eagles. Hey, to be the champ, you have to beat the champ. So in my opinion, the Philadelphia Eagles are the number one team in the NFC. So we can't afford to waste 1 year to try to see what the defensive coordinator is doing. I need him to put a solid plan together, get his players that he needs, and let's go try to win it again. Well, and try to go for a second time.
Right.
Exactly. And with that,
I don't think
guys,
the system gonna be changed up too much.
yeah. So final thoughts.
We got
Go ahead,
as long as you got pass rushers and people that could cover on the end, bro. You really can make any defense work. You see Gannon, once we added the players, he kept the same scheme. Gannon ain't changed nothing up.
Nothing.
He didn't change nothing up. Once we got the actual players that gonna really be on the field and really be all that defensive stuff didn't even matter for real. It's like if you could get out to the quarterback and cover on the back end, that's all you need. That's all you need, no matter what you're running. So players make the scheme. Players make the scheme, and I feel like we got the players to make the scheme, but we definitely got to focus on that interior and that linebacker position. Because I feel like Edmonds could come in, he could be a solid safety for us.
Yeah.
If Avonte Maddox can stay healthy, that's another player on the field. That's another great player on the field. So players make schemes. I just feel like we gotta focus on the linebacker, and we got to get pass rushing in that interior. All that Bijan, that's out the window for me.
I agree with you,
like,
but I just say get
like,
Bijan and go ahead and do the rest of that.
Okay. We're not doing the Bijan Robinson show no more. We're not doing the Bijan Robinson show no more.
Like if you say you give Bijan, like you can't still make the defense better. Like it's like if you just that one pick, like what just turn all of a sudden you're not gonna have like 100 other top-rated defensive players.
And you acting like it's not gonna be other running backs.
They're not.
Hey, Big Sim, then y'all just cut on your quarterbacks.
I'm telling you. I promise you, no one have more yards than
Big
Bijan
Simp,
Robinson.
y'all cut all your quarterbacks, right?
Period.
Y'all gonna beat us with Sam Howell?
Period.
Right. They don't even got a quarterback.
Y'all don't
One.
even got a quarterback. And y'all not even in a position to get one. So it's like,
They just praying.
The owner, or I mean, no.
This is how they're reacting. This is how they reacting.
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand up.
What
That's
the
the
heck did I
corniest-
just see? What was that?
corniest ish I ever seen in my life. Like,
Who's
come on, man.
uncles?
I don't know who uncles that
They got
was.
people pop-pops on their dance.
What was this?
It was AARP. It was an AARP commercial.
He just said pop.
That looked like something from the cookout when your uncles had a little bit too much brown liquor.
Oh my god, that's the corniest thing I ever seen.
What was that? Play it again.
No.
No. Don't
I
be
got
that.
insurance.
One more time, Cool Cat. One more time, Cool Cat.
Cause what?
Oh my god.
Man,
Won't say
one
that
more
look
time,
like-
because Mo's actually ready to go through because we're
I'm in
getting late.
shock.
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand up.
They couldn't get him a hoodie that fit.
No.
Wow.
No.
Oh,
Right.
Hoodie was all
Before
up
we
in
get-
his neck. Hoodie was all up in his neck. They can't stand us. What was
That's why he
that?
sounded. That's why he
y'all gotta
sounded
pray
like that.
Chase Young healthy.
That's why he sound like that.
Because y'all gonna need him.
The
I
commander.
know they lying.
Y'all gonna need him, Big Simp. Y'all better pray that boy healthy this year, man.
They saw
They
one
got
game from
upset.
Sam Howell, and now all of a sudden he the answer. He the franchise.
Y'all beat the Cowboys. They always losing the bum quarterbacks. It don't even matter. Like, bro, come on. We a whole different breed up here. Come on, Big Simp. We ain't even gonna play
Do
around
y'all
with
think
y'all.
we're keeping do y'all think we're keeping Robert Quinn because that's Shawnee Size boy?
I wouldn't mind keeping Quinn if he coming for some on a discount. I wouldn't mind keeping him.
He didn't do nothing last year. Did he get his
But
Look, Barnett
He
coming
was
back.
hurt. He was hurt
Barnett
all last year
coming
though.
back. Don't forget
Barnett is coming back? Yeah.
Let's
Barnett
go.
coming back.
I can't wait till Barnett come back, man.
Go.
They got 15 sacks.
Oh, he gonna eat on this defensive line.
Yeah.
Exactly. I couldn't stop reacting the way some mom did that. Now, let the Commanders, I'm telling y'all get beat by the Eagles, you're going to have to hear Simone talk trash about y'all for the next couple years. I'm just saying. But, man, time moving. We all got things to do. And BG, I ain't going to hear that phone ring no more. So, guys, yeah. Error. So, I get it. So, we're going to wrap up. Guys, thanks for y'all for coming. Big Simple, fix your theme song. Guys, thank y'all for coming from Broad Street. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and comment to all of our channels. You got anything to say, sis, before we wrap up?
yeah. Bargain, don't come back next week on that bullshit.
Watch.
Don't come back next week. We ain't tolerating it no more.
We gonna hear this every
I was gonna
week,
make
man.
a move and get a DT. You guys won't be able to use that as an excuse anymore. They ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, now I see it, Bergame. Like Holly already had it ready. And yes, we should get Bijan Robinson. Watch.
Now, like I said, if we address the trenches of and Bijan is still there at 30 or whatever, or if we trade up from 30, that's fine. We're not saying don't address the running back position at all. We're saying that's not the priority. And you know that, Bergang. Don't try to twist our words.
Don't get your DT at 30 or 25.
Not the priority at all.
I'm just saying get Bijan at 10 or wherever you need to get him. He's gonna be that guy.
Before this
Rick,
turns into
just say you don't got
the
backup plan, BJ. That's all you gotta say.
okay, before this turns into the Bijan Robinson
Say you don't
show,
got backup plan, bro.
exactly.
What's that?
Nothing, BG. Guys, we'll see
Berg
you-
ain't don't care about nobody else in the draft.
He don't care about nothing else. He don't care about
He
the
don't
success
care
of this
about
team.
I do.
He don't
If
care
that
about
pick
the
happened,
team.
if that pick
I
happened,
didn't say I
BG
didn't
not
care about
watching
the
the rest of the
position.
draft.
I told you they're a good defense.
He's not watching the rest of the draft if that pick happened. I promise you.
No, I
He gonna
promise
be
All right,
you.
passed
hold
out.
on. Before we end the show,
1,500
before we end the
videos
show,
about
who's
Bijan
all right?
Robinson.
Who's gonna be at 30, BG? Who's gonna be at 30? Who's gonna be at 30?
After we get
I want to
Bijan,
hear.
I think that Cansey guy, what's his name, Cansey?
Oh, that Cansey guy ain't gonna be there at 30
I
if
think
you
he
go
can
get
get
Cansey not
Bijan.
gonna be there at 30, bro.
He's so disrespectful. He's so disrespectful to the other draft prospects.
He gonna get pushed back.
He's so disrespectful, y'all. Listen, that Cansey guy. You know his
Cansey
name.
going top
It's
15, bro.
Kalijah.
He going
He
top
just started
15.
getting
He not gonna be there at 30.
After the combine, sometimes those players drop a little bit. And I think that he could be one of those guys that, maybe drop to like 25. We move up and grab him. And now we got a DT in the best running back.
You see, he said that Cansey guy. He don't even know nothing about him.
That's what I'm saying. That Cansey guy.
He come from Pitt.
He don't even know nothing about him.
He come from Pitt. I watched the interview. Thank you very much.
Everybody knew that though. Everybody knew he came from.
All he care about is Bijan. That's what BG stand for. Bijan, Bigon, Bijan, be gone.
Bijan.
It ain't no changes BG Mono at all, so we might as well just move
I
on.
know it ain't gonna happen. I'll fight.
And I can't wait till draft night and watch that phase drop.
Just like you said, at the end of the day, I'm an Eagles fan, so we don't get Bijan and we get somebody else at 6, and I'll be happy with that too.
We'll see. We'll see.
That's growth. I'm proud of you. That's growth.
Yeah, that's growth.
That's growth. That's growth. You just hope Bijan stay in the AFC though.
Oh.
That's all I'm gonna say. Stay in the AFC, Bijan.
I just hope he don't go to Dallas.
I just hope he come to Philly.
Jay still got Dak.
I hope somebody snatch him up before you get to Dallas, to be honest.
I don't think he's gonna go. They're gonna get him at Dallas.
Where are they picking? 18?
Or 26.
Yeah, he's like 18. What did
Ooh, Cowboys, they pick
26.
But would Dallas trade up?
They probably trade up. I got them trading up for him.
Ew! Get that thing off the screen. Ew, disgusting. Where's the trigger warning? God dang. No trigger warning?
It's like Freddy Krueger up in this bitch.
Right, you can't just pull that up with no warning. Ew. But what we not taking into consideration is Dallas trading up for Bijan.
No, I don't think they will, man, because then that means that they're gonna have to give up draft assets, and Jerry Jones don't do that.
He'll do it though. Then they trade off his CD line. Oh, he fell to him.
Nope, it fell to him.
He fell to him, all right. Okay. But they just cut Zeke though, and Pollard coming off a major injury, so it's like
they might have to.
They might have to go up and get him.
Yeah, because who knows what Pollard even gonna? The last time we saw him, his leg was broke.
Yeah.
Who even know what he's gonna look like?
Let Zeke go. So they don't got no back for real right now. So I can see Jerry Jones.
Davis,
anxious.
The back they drafted last year, Davis. You know what I mean? He's pretty solid a runner.
And who is Emperor Palpatine?
Who?
They said Jerry Jones looked like Emperor Palpatine. Who is that?
I don't know who that is, but it's probably funny as hell. I'm gonna go look it up after this.
Yeah, JC, you got any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Nah, man. Look, I'm ready for the draft, man. Look, I'm ready for some breaking news. I'm excited to see what Harry Roseman like. Hey, Wagner is still out there. There's some pretty solid vets out there, so I'm trying to see is Harry Roseman. I'm going to try to make a move before the draft, and also I don't believe. I keep saying this. I don't believe that the Eagles would go into this draft without a 4th and a 5th round pick. I think they're going to make a big trade, a move somewhere in there before the draft, but we have to see, man. But yeah, that's all.
Didn't Wagner get picked up by Seattle?
Didn't
Wagner went back to Seattle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. He did, huh?
He did something with him.
JC was on that campaign heavy.
Yeah, I was.
Yes, he was. King DV.
I just say in Howard we trust, man. I'm believing Howard into proving otherwise. It's always fly, Eagles fly with me. And, I'm for the team and not a single player. At the end of the day, I want to do what's best for the team. So go Birds.
Exactly. And you heard it from him. So, guys, we're almost at the 2-hour warning. So we go catch you birds and little boys another time.
There were no little boys today.
Exactly. And this is not the beat.
Bijan.
All right, let me tell you what the name of the show is. Hit the intro.
Refuge.